You ever look at yourself naked in the mirror and think, my belly button is just my old mouth?
Whoa.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I've never thought that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Kind
It's where
of.
the
Where the food went
umbilical
in.
cord
It's
was
a
attached.
cord.
I wonder what that mouth would
Wow.
say to the question, what's on your mind?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can only use our head mouths to talk, though. So
Not my belly
just know
mouth.
I'm going to be picturing your belly buttons mouthing along as we go around the room once again.
Talking
We're going to start with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Don't like that.
Belly button, Brooke.
There it is.
Oh my God, we had a big change in our house. We have officially added a landline phone.
Wait.
Why?
What?
Added.
Ew.
You mean
What
took
purpose could that
away?
possibly have?
Okay,
adding
hear me
them?
out. Hear me out. We have, 2 young kids, and I don't want to get them cell phones yet. We're not ready for that.
Sure.
But I also want them to be social. So I'm like, okay, we'll get a landline,
Oh,
and then they can call their
my
mom, or
gosh.
like they can call their friends, like I did, and they can
Yeah, I
talk.
knew
and
that was coming.
be
Just
in their
like when I was a
bedroom.
kid.
But the fact that they have a landline means they're going to be the weird kids that have a
Yeah,
landline and no one's
exactly.
going to want to talk
People are
to
going to try
them.
to text it and not be able to.
And
Well-
I'm FaceTiming you. Why aren't you picking up?
Here's the thing. After they finally figured out how it worked, because that took a while. At one point, my daughter
explain.
goes, "Alexa, call mom!" Like into the receiver.
Oh, God.
She's like, I don't get it. It kind of has backfired on me
Yeah.
because none of their friends have cell phones. Like there isn't anyone for them to call.
Oh, so they're like proactively out of date.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, so they're the
Okay.
only ones with a phone number. So now all they do is they call me. And I'm like,
That work.
I'm upstairs. No, when I'm home. You don't need to call me. They'll call me on my cell
so
phone
cute.
from the home
that
phone.
Makes sense. And you
because
couldn't do that as a kid.
they love it. They love the home phone. They want
Yeah.
to call all sorts of people, but they don't have anyone to call.
Do you have a
Because there's
voicemail?
no one else has a landline. It'd be really great if their friends had a landline. Because it's not like they're gonna call their friend's mom's cell phone. You know,
Yeah.
like that's
I mean,
Yet.
yeah.
Yet.
Okay.
unless
So
they
are
get
you
real
asking
desperate.
all of our listeners to start getting landlines at home now so
Yes.
that your kids have people to call?
Exactly.
You want to bring them back.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm all about it. I'm gonna tell you, it's been great. It'll be better though when there's other people to call.
All right.
Yeah.
good luck
so
with
far
that.
the plan
Huh.
is going okay.
No one's surprised. Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, my mom booked me a solos massage recently, and then she
Ooh.
booked her and my dad a couples massage.
Oh.
So it was a whole family outing at the massage parlor.
I love it.
was
I love
great.
your family going to get rubbed down
I know.
together.
And I don't even know. My mom
Yep.
just books these. I show up. She's like, by the way, we have a massage. Anyway, so I had the roughest, firmest massage that I've ever had, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I
That's
used to
good.
be scared of this. I loved it. But afterwards, my parents had a couple questions, okay?
Oh.
Because as you guys know me, right, I talk a lot.
Oh no.
And when I get a massage, I also talk a lot. It's how I
You do?
relax. That's just how I am.
Oh.
I even told the guy,
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
hey, I'm sorry I'm talking a lot, but he goes, oh, sometimes people talk too relaxed. I go, well, I talk for a living. I'm on a show called Brooke and
gosh.
Jeffrey.
Oh,
And we
geez.
had a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
But I literally didn't shut up the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I'm a very loud person, as you guys know.
Yeah.
You hear me.
Oh no,
Haven't
they could
noticed,
hear
no.
you from the other
So
room.
apparently, my parents heard me yelling things such as, oh, God, I've never felt that before.
Oh no.
And yeah. Oh no, ease me into it. Ease me into it,
Oh,
brother.
God.
Oh.
Masseuse.
And finally, my favorite of all of them was, my jaw and my temples at the same time. How did you?
Oh,
Well,
Jose.
so-
I'm
I
glad
hate
that
it.
they haven't heard you say any of those things before. That's a
me
good
too.
thing.
No, but they're trying to have a romantic couples massage, and
Yeah.
their grown-ass son is next door ruining the vibe.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt bad. And I
Ah.
was embarrassed. I was like, you guys know it was not inappropriate. Like, I
Oh.
just had a really firm massage from a dude.
no.
They're like, don't worry, you've been a blocker since the day you were born.
But it also explains why I did hear laughing from other. It was one of those big massage places that have like
Oh
50
no.
rooms.
Oh, no.
So
I heard laughing earlier, and I thought I was like, "Oh, they must be having a fun massage in there."
Oh,
but
no.
I now think it's because of my screaming.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I was enjoying it. It was good screams.
You need to ask about soundproofing before you book any further
Yeah,
massages.
Good
yeah.
point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or you bring a ball gag to the massage from now on. You're like, no, this is for myself. Trust me,
And
you're
you just
going to
hear,
want this. It's still probably better.
Yeah.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
Well, I I love, when we're out and you meet people who listen to the show.
Yeah,
And
fans.
people have different reasons. Like, I've been listening since I was in high school, or like my parents listen, whatever.
Yeah.
So I met someone recently that had a different reason than I've heard before, actually.
Okay.
They have a landline in their house and there's no other form of
They're getting
entertainment
harassed
left.
by children on the
Is that
phone.
what it is?
They also have landlines.
That would be a good idea, actually,
Yeah.
to train your kids. No, so he told me he knows Jose.
Oh.
And I was
Oh.
like, oh, how? And he's like, well, I used to date this girl, and we'd been dating for a while when she actually got hit on by Jose when he slid in her DMs.
Oh.
You didn't know she was dating someone, obviously.
Okay. I was
Okay.
like, that doesn't sound like I would do
No.
that, but okay.
And-
It's interesting he would bring this up.
And I think I know who you're talking about now, but go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he just knew she had mentioned, a guy started hitting on her and whatnot.
So was,
and
was he a fan? Was it in a positive
he
way?
did become a fan of the show now.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's cool now.
They are
yeah.
broken up for other reasons, not that. So it's
Okay.
an ex now, but he is a fan of the show. So
Yeah.
Great.
Jose is out there doing the work, and I wanted to give him recognition.
I
All
didn't
right,
know,
Jose.
This was actually
Well
drama,
done.
but I remember this. But they were like, no, it's cool, bro. She never told you, and she admitted she never told you.
Okay.
And I was like, I would
That's all right.
never.
We don't need
We
the
don't
whole
know
story.
details.
Yeah,
No,
Good
no,
work.
no, no.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks for
Yep.
listening, guys.
80% of our listening audience is people that were broken up because Jose slid into their DM. So thank you, all the listeners.
Now you know why my
Hey.
massages are so wild.
Follow us at Brooke and Jeffrey if
There you
you
go.
want the same treatment. All
Jose
right.
will reply.
Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
I got my hair cut recently. Thanks for no one noticing.
It looks
Oh.
great.
You've
I
worn a
totally
hat
noticed.
every day for the last month and a
Yeah,
half,
it's
so
true.
it's hard.
I
It is
think you
kinda
could
thirsty.
You took it
still-
up just now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Pretty
it's
sure
kinda
you'd be able to
thirsty.
notice because it was pretty long before that, but that's okay. And I put my appointment down on their barber app, and when I selected a time, they gave me an option that I've never had before,
What's
where
that?
you can request a barber who's conversational, or if you want, no conversation.
Whoa, it's like
I've heard they've
Uber.
been doing
Yeah,
that lately.
I had when you wear AirPods when
Yeah.
you go.
At
the barber?
Yeah.
Yeah, just like how Uber does, you could choose quiet mode, and so I did quiet, and it was great.
Oh, this is the opposite of any experience Jose's ever had.
Totally.
Like loud mode.
Didn't have to make small talk. I mean, I wasn't totally happy with the cut at the end because we weren't communicating during
Oh,
it.
you should have said
So there was
something.
there's
Are
no
you
way to say it.
allowed
I already told them I didn't want to talk, so I didn't want to
Jeff,
break the
you
silence.
Tell them if
So it
they're
wasn't
messing
perfect,
up.
but whatever. It was 30 minutes of quiet bliss for me.
Okay.
And it got me wondering what other companies and other services could start offering this where you could request no talking, and I'd appreciate it.
But isn't
not
that the
radio.
whole point? Like, we don't have enough human interaction right now, and it's
Yeah.
really good to connect and communicate
I
as
don't know.
people.
Jose's masseuse might say different.
Yeah.
They all are therapists.
I mean, dentists for sure need a don't talk to me button.
Well, it's not like you could ever talk to him back. You're always just like,
Yeah.
That's part of the
But they always
awkwardness.
ask you questions.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
weird.
Or the grocery store clerks trying to talk to you while they're checking out the groceries.
Oh, yeah. How
I don't
dare
want to
you,
tell
Jeff.
you what I'm making. Just check
Yeah.
them.
What?
They do always ask.
Well,
they try to
well,
guess.
hold
Yeah.
on, let me
Oh, I
figure
thought you
it
meant
out.
what
Yeah.
you're making for financial, your
Oh.
salary.
Yeah.
Like they ask you that?
Oh, you could afford a whole dozen bananas? Wow.
Jeff walks up, they're like, no way, it's 6 figures.
Yeah.
Anyway, how are you, sir? Welcome.
Or colonoscopists too. Don't need the chit chat with that.
Okay.
Just get in there, get done,
I think
and
you're
let's get
usually
'em.
knocked out
Why?
during that, Jeffrey.
You're fighting the EMT.
So sick of having those conversations.
Just like, no, just tell me how your day is. Seriously.
Anyway, I think a lot more companies and a lot more services should be offering no talk
Okay.
mode.
Yeah, just wait, because radio's about there.
Good.
We don't have any
Yeah, really.
jobs,
Text in
Jeffrey.
78592. Do you want us to not talk to you as much?
Oh.
Or don't text, and we won't text you back.
Yeah, we'll keep it down on our end. And also, you can tell us what's been on your mind.
Oh,
It's
God.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.